Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rifki, student ID 2520103. In this video, I want to exam of comprehension tests in the Faculty of Training and Teacher. And first one is, what is teacher? Teachers are professional educators and will educate, teach, and with direct training and informal education paths, basic education, or teacher also interpret a person whose job or teach or provide lessons at school. Okay, the next number 2 is the duties of teacher. Teacher as profession require teacher to develop their professional in accordance with development science and technology, education, teaching and training student, and our duties are as mean continuing and developing life values to students. The duties of teacher as a teacher means continuing and developing science and technology on student. The duties of teacher as trainers mean developing skill and applying then in life for the future of the student. Okay, and number 3 is lesson plan or lesson implementation plan in Indonesia is RPP, rencana pelaksanaan pembelajaran. It's important for teacher to make a lesson plan before the teacher is teaching in the class. Lesson planning in the lessons. Implementation plan RPP. The lesson plan whose development refers to certain basic competence or KD, kompetensi dasar, in the curriculum or syllabus. RPP is document used by teacher to plan and organize learning activities in the classroom, includes the learning objective, material and media, to be method and strategies. And one is evaluation. With the RPP, its teacher hope to become quickly and take place in planned and effective manner when they teaching. Okay, number 4, and method of learning: discovery learning, problem-based learning, and project-based learning. Group discussion and lecture methods and question and answers. The methods is what I know during PPL, and I use the project-based learning method, asking the student to form group and make a sample sentence about the asking and giving opinion in group using colored paper that it's attached to large colored paper, buffalo paper. Then the presence in the front of class. Okay, and formative evaluation is conducting during the learning process to monitor student progress and provide the feedback, example of feedback that have improved for short quizzes, class discussion, or homework. Furthermore, is the last summative evaluation. It's the end of learning period to assess student final achievement. Example, final semester exam, final project, or module assessment. And one of methods, it's authentic evaluation. I use the method to measure student skill to that the reflect our real situation or real world practice, example, project presentation, simulation, and or case studies. I have conduct the authentic evaluation by asking students to have conversation with their pair about asking for opinion and talk, and their respective daily lives, such as their hobbies or formative or activities, and that practice dialogue. The four formative I have given short question about the material studied and work at home. Okay, the 6 it's about the cognitive, affective, and motoric. Cognitive is human of development. First of the cognitive is This aspect is closely related to mental processes such as thinking, understanding insight, or knowledge on how to solve problems. For example, is remembering information, understanding our concept, and making decisions, such as learning to read text, understanding scientific theories. And the motoric aspect is closely related to physical, namely involve the limbs or the body and the hand, for example, writing, drawing, sport, and other skill. Okay, and the last is affective, related to emotional and attitudes such as feelings, values, and motivation. For example, for developing positive attitudes towards learning, understanding, and controlling towards learning, understanding, and empathizing with others. This also student include interest, motivation, and attitude toward certain subject or activities. And the last is for teachers competence. Pedagogical competence, namely a teacher competence, is related how to understand student, designing and implementing student learning development. And number two is personality competence. And this personality competence is the teacher personality ability that can reflect the personality of mature person, wise and authoritative, steady, stable, have good moral, and can be good role for model for the student. And the three is social competence. This ability of the teacher to communicate with fellow the teacher or educator, parents of student, and environment around the school. And the last is professional competence. It's a broad and deep mastery of learning material, which include mastery of the curriculum and of school subject and that scientific substance that's cover the material, and well as its mastery of the structure and methodology of science in the learning. Okay, for me personality, I feel that's have shortcoming in professional competence because I uh, need to deepen the material. I difficult for this professional competence because I need to deepen the material, although which required a long time for me to understand the material, and I wish to continue to learn and try to become and more responsive in understanding and deepening the material with efficient time and not wasting too much time. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.